Welcome back to Character Select. Dave, Matt, Ace Combat Zero. Stage of Apocalypse. I'm going to give you bombs.
But yeah, just to continue on what I was saying, the Squadron Leader does that turn from frontline aircraft fighting where you're supporting the invasion, you're intercepting bombers and things like that, to suddenly the twist where you're flying over castle behind enemy lines to get the president out, and all of this behind the lines black bag Air Force stuff. And then in this, you've got essentially a little bit similar again, where
it starts off very straightforward, and then it takes a very sharp turn right after this mission.
Yep.
But then specifically on this mission.
Yeah. But then in 7, you do a very small handful of missions where it's pretty standard, and then it very quickly turns on its head where you're framed for killing the president, you're arrested, you're put into a penal combat group, and then you're essentially given all of the missions that nobody else wants to do. And that's what makes that game very interesting.
All right, so
up until...
Interesting problem. The mission isn't loading properly.
What's happened?
It's just... I think it's my PlayStation 3 is having problems.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it did this when I was grinding yesterday. Because you can't actually finish the mission without doing the mission update thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's having a problem. Alright, everybody, we'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. Hopefully it works this time. Oh yeah, and this conversation changes because they've already had that discussion. When are you going to finally marry that girl? It's like, well, when are you going to remarry her because you played through it before? I love the fact that the laser is just strapped to the back of this thing.
It's just on these massive arms, yeah. Where are we going to put it? Oh yeah, that'll do.
So, fun fact, there is something called, I want to say it's called Aces at War. There we go.
A Belkin bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off for Ustio.
Rude.
Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace. Comm team, Crow team, head to intercept.
There's a thing called Aces at War that's a magazine article written in 2020 in Strange Reel, which is a year after the Lighthouse War. And it has all of the aces of the notable wars in the last 15 years, with either their actual planes or replicas of them. And it talks about how the reports of the Circum-Pacific War were declassified.
Huh.
So this is the laser. If I can hit that guy. Nope. Oh, this isn't as good as the laser on the Falcon. It doesn't last as long.
It doesn't last as long, and I don't think it has as much range.
That's okay. Check this out. Don't actually shoot me, please. Guys, I'm fucking busy.
The party piece of this particular aircraft has always been the burst missiles.
Yeah. But the laser is essentially an instant kill.
Yeah.
If you touch the target with it, they're dead.
Yes, they are. It's for if you've got anything big and heavy that needs to die instantly.
I don't remember these guys being aggressive. Or this fucking aggressive. Jesus, maybe it's because I'm flying the Morgan.
I think last time we were on here, you did use XLAAs.
Yeah. Probably. Also, the escort fighters are very interesting. There are escort fighters that are assigned to the bombers. Those escort fighters will not move to attack until their bombers are shot down, and then they will come after you.
Which doesn't strike me as a good idea, a good thing for escorts.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
Don't worry about that now. Just concentrate on shooting down those bombers.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Why are they so fucking aggressive? Jesus Christ.
Changing weapons, perhaps?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the Falcon. Hold on.
How much money have you got?
Not enough.
Not enough for the burst missile.
No. Because the burst missile costs as much as some planes. I could sell a plane, but I don't want to do that.
No. Where's Mal Havoc when we need to sell him?
Alright, we'll do this. Yeah. Good old Strike Wyvern. Carried me through 2 campaigns. Sorry, it's not a Strike Wyvern. It's not the XO2S, it's the XO2. God, it's such a pretty plane. Look at it.
Crow team, do you read me? Head for Voldreich to take out any remnant forces the Falcons could have positioned out there. Gom 2, what's the problem? You're behind. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
I'm having engine trouble caused by sadness. And again, he's just sad because he knows what's coming. Not necessarily the nukes themselves, but he knows that he's going to have to defect today.
Yeah, he knows that he's going to have to do something he doesn't really want to do, but as far as he thinks, it needs to be done.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that we are currently doing 1165, which I think is miles an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say, did we ever work out what their units are?
So the units right now are, I think... it doesn't say.
Ace Combat 0. Oh, I type in Ace Combat 0 units and the top thing is Roosh Transport Unit.
Nice.
Oh.
Alright, we need altitude.
Unit measurements.
Alright,
There we go.
you ready, Matt?
Go for it. And...
Dead,
Pop.
dead.
Pop.
Fuck you. Dun, 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 dun. What? I missed with one? That's unusual.
Oh! Speed is in nautical miles per hour.
Ah, that makes it actually more impressive.
And altitude is in feet.
How much is a nautical mile per hour in comparison to a mile per hour, Matt?
You'll have to shoot all of them down. To all units in this airspace, stop the nuclear attack. Shoot down all.
1.15.
Okay, so yeah, we were going 1,200 miles an hour, essentially. Nears makes no difference. You guys need to fucking stop. Stop shooting at me, please.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Yeah, when you're in a jet combat and you look back and the other guy's right there
You're
in
dead.
that position,
You're
there's
dead.
no getting out of that. With realistic missile tracking, Cold War era, possibly, because they were notoriously flaky.
Don't worry about that now. Just concentrate on shooting down those bombers.
I'm just looking at the kill feed, Jesus.
Yeah, well, welcome to XLAAs. Boom.
Oh.
Killing everything in this mission is possible. It's very difficult because you have to go very fast. Because if any of these planes make it to the southern border, it's mission incomplete.
Yes.
They successfully nuke. And that's bad.
I think the only way you could, like I said, is burst missiles. We said earlier, because
Or a Falcon laser, yeah.
or the Falcon laser, yeah. If you get a burst missile into a decent part of the formation early on before they break, you probably knock out 5 or 6 aircraft with a single shot.
Seriously gonna shoot at me, buddy?
Oh, missed! Damn it! I was hoping they'd hit. And hey.
But yeah, the other problem is that in order to get an S rank on this mission, you actually kind of do have to kill everything.
Stay airborne until we reach the destination point.
So what have you left? Just one bomber?
2.
2 bombers.
Yeah.
Fighter on your reel? On your tail?
Yep. I think they're too far away to actually get me in range, though.
They're also too slow.
It's true. I mean, I am flying a bitchin' plane.
It's okay, we've gotten distance on him. Oh crap, he's already here! What?
That's a miss.
One of those bombers, we lose.
I know. That's why I'm going for the one that's farthest south right now. Ba-boom. We're trying to help you stop the nuclear attack. No.
More blood!
Oh, one of them had a bad angle.
Yeah.
There we go.
All planes confirmed down. We did it. There's no impossible jobs for us mercenaries.
You sure?
Read 'em and weep, Falcon.
Well, so, want to see something super interesting? This guy is our green target right now, right?
Yep.
He is now a yellow target.
Because everybody's system's scrambled.
Nope. Because he has no further interest in fighting. His mission is accomplished.
That's true.
But you did just launch several fucking nukes, so...
You know, punishment. On your left.
Well, you're probably irradiated, PJ. It's fine. Actually, no. You know what? They're probably just hit by the EMP. They're probably
Yeah,
okay.
it'll just be the MP. And the actual radiation, I think, comes down in, like, the dust afterwards.
Yeah. Today's your lucky day, Larry. Like your birthday. I know you have Pixie.
Nuking everything.
Yeah, I'm already afterburning away from him, so he can't actually shoot me.
Ooh, spats.
Dead.
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 This aircraft is just a bit over the top.
It has nothing to do with the aircraft being over the top. It's the fact that they are coming directly at me and I have a missile lock. If you are coming directly at me and I have a missile lock and you don't dodge, you're dead.
Yeah, but also the fact that this aircraft seems to turn on a penny helps rather significantly.
That's true. Oop, wasted a missile. And killed him.
So long, farewell.
Also, no matter how fast you kill these planes, more of them will spawn so that Pixie can leave.
Yeah, just keeps going and going and going.
I'm working on it, Eagle Eye. Jesus. Think I'm sitting here fucking...
doing something very complicated.
Yeah. I got a stick between my hands, but I swear to God it's for flying the plane. Done.
There he goes.
This is where we go our separate ways.
What do you mean, gone insane? Have you not seen the war? It started pretty insane.
Which means that they might have sacrificed an entire squadron just as a decoy mission.
I mean, scarier things have been done in real life.
Yeah. The Dieppe raid. S rank.
Was it Saint Nazaire? No.
Ooh, we got a new assault record.
Was it the raid at Saint Nazaire? Yeah, it was, where they
1995.
rammed a destroyer into the dry docks.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I was still in
Yeah, it's
school,
only a destroyer, you don't need those.
but I'll never forget
No,
the images I saw
but
on
not
the
very
news.
many people made it out.
The Belgians set off
Out
7
of
nuclear
like all of
explosions
the
on their
commandos
own
and
soil.
crew and everything on board. Not a lot of them actually
Maybe
made it
the
out from that.
militaristic leaders couldn't stand the idea of Allied forces.
I mean, fair
invading
enough, it
their land.
destroyed the docks,
And
stopping
declared to the world
the-
that the
was it
land
Bismarck
beyond
or-
was the holy land of Belka.
uh,
According to official records, more than 12,000
Normandy dry
people
docks, Saint
died.
Nazaire. Oh, the Tirpitz and
It was
Bismarck.
a
Yeah,
grand
stop the Tirpitz
sacrifice
and
that
Bismarck
engulfed
from
all.
being able to refit there because it was the only dock that could.
Huh.
Was the desolate landscape.
And then they killed the Bismarck eventually.
Yeah, but with that dock destroyed,
How did
they had to go
people of Belka
all the way
feel
back to
about
Germany.
what they saw?
So, interesting thing about
What
this.
did he think of it?
How did the people of Belka feel about what they saw? We have no idea. We will never
No.
know. Because they're not telling.
No. Though, going by what happens in Squadron Leader when you're at High-Lark Air Base, Nagase says High-Lark was entrusted to Ocean Rule,
Yeah.
but if you say that in front of a local, they'll put a scowl on their face and say this is South Belka.
Yeah.
So,
So, I mentioned it before we got too far into that mission, but the 2020 article in Strange Reel, Aces at War, actually has a bunch of stuff declassified. Specifically, the information about the Grey Men becomes public. The Belkan conspirators that are behind everything.
yeah.
And Rosgree's squadron gets declassified in such a way that nobody still knows who they are, and never will. It specifically refers to the fact that a lot of stuff that was discounted as quote-unquote accidents, for example, the sinking of the Hrimfaxi and the Sinfaxi, as well as other missions attributed to the Ghosts of Rosgrees, like the rescuing of President Harling and Prime Minister Nicanor, were all done by the Ghosts of Rosgrees, or Rosgrees Squadron, sorry, I should say.
Yeah,
But-
Rosgrees Squadron, yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, well, they weren't actually kidnapped, it was just another thing. No, everybody now knows that they were captured and being manipulated. And it's like, oh, so...
Yeah.
However,
Ju-
one of
Yep.
the more important things is that we're gonna fuel air bomb the shit out of this one. One of the more important things is that the Harling in his notes that they declassified as well, and the current Prime Minister of OCS specifically goes out of their way to say, "Hey, it's not the Belkans, it's the Grey Men. Hate the Grey Men, don't hate the Belkans."
That fits Harling's personality, actually.
Yeah.
Because he was willing to go to war, but he massively preferred peace and negotiations.
Yeah. But I think it means that whatever Ace Combat 8 ends up being, it's going to be...
More of a hidden war against the Grey Men.
Well, I think it's going to be... There's definitely going to be some goddamn Belkins thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a very interesting game when we get there. Alright, let's get caught in a trap, shall we?
Yep.
So we're playing as mercenaries. What target should we go for first?
What's the biggest group when you've got this many fuel air bombs?
Well, sure, but I also am a mercenary, so I gotta hit yellow targets, right?
Yeah, that yellow target there in the south.
Yeah, let's go
Sounds
kill
good
that.
to me. That plane, is that just a patrol, or is that... Yeah, it's just a patrol, because it's not moving, so I'm assuming helicopters.
Nope, it's actually planes. Those... Thank you, PJ. That will turn into more in just a second. Watch.
Let me just announce my presence.
There it
What?
goes.
Boom. Oh, okay. That's a lot of MiGs.
It's a shame you suck! Alright, nice little yellow target way out here.
Let's see. It's a storage shed. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Where'd they come from?
So if you're playing mercenary and you're like, oh, yellow target, easy thing to kill, these guys show up and try to punish you. But we're not sticking around there. We're gonna go
No.
over here. Not enough targets clustered close enough together. Of course, a
Nah.
missile evaded. I'm doing freaking 1,100 miles an hour.
And...
Alright, this area is done. Let's go.
That lag spike. Everything's dead. Yeah, that's a hell of a way to signal... Oh yeah, the Demon Lord has arrived with a fuel air bomb going off.
So for folks that are watching that are like, what's so great about a fuel air bomb? Fuel air bomb is a bomb that... It's not properly depicted in this game. It's just a very big bomb in this game. But a fuel air bomb drops a container full of fuel, aerosolizes it, and then detonates that fuel all at once. It's like setting up a grain explosion.
Yeah, it... Or, setting off a bag of flour.
Only the flour is all extremely explosive.
Yes. I don't know. We've done a few things with bags of flour when I've been airsofting. A small gunpowder charge under it and a petrol charge slightly higher up to ignite the fireball. You get quite a nice thud off of that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see how big this fuel air bomb goes off.
You want to spectate it?
Nope.
Oh!
Alright, cool. Moving on. This is one of my least favorite missions, because it's just blow up a bunch of shit, and nothing is worth a lot, so you gotta find a lot of shit to blow up.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dorphins!
I think every game has these ones which are a little bit
Tedious.
a little bit of padding. It's something necessary to sort of like just let you mull over whatever's just happened.
Yeah.
But it also, when you've been through a game once or twice, it feels a little mundane.
Boop.
That's a very big hangar. We know what that's for.
I don't care, let's blow it up, it's worth 1,000 points.
Can you get those planes as well?
Whee! It's actually worth a little more than 1,000 points, because if you blow up the hangar, it also blows up the weapons on top of it, and those count.
That's very true. Pop, pop. I'm not surprised the enemy threat level is down, because there's not many of them alive.
Boom.
And as we said last time we were here, anybody who remembers the previous Ace Combat game, We come here to blow up that mountain to hide the nukes that we find out are buried in it.
Yep. That's actually one thing that this game doesn't have, a recon mission. Or a solo mission. The only mission where you fly without a wingman is the last mission, and that's because your wingman is dead.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Ace Combat 7, it's mission 4, and then I think again later, and then Ace Combat 5, it's mission 22, I think?
And I think it actually makes a bit of sense, because why would you send out a lone mercenary on a recon mission?
Yeah.
Because that's the job that military pilots would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mercenaries are used for making up numbers in large engagements.
Presumably somebody has done the recon here.
Yeah, presumably.
Presumably.
Which is probably why you know where most of the targets are when you arrive.
Well, you have an idea, because that plane thing to the south is actually a bunch of planes, and it won't turn into a target until I get close. Boop. And...
About there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep, that worked.
Fucking deleted. Fire the delete bomb. You mean the fuel air bomb? Yes! Pew pew.
You know War Thunder, the game War Thunder?
Oh yeah.
There's a British tank on that, the FV4005. It has a 185mm gun, which fires HESH. High explosive
shredding?
squash head.
Oh.
High explosive squash head, which doesn't pierce the armor in a conventional way. In fact, it doesn't. If it's working properly, it doesn't actually pierce the armor of the target at all. It's a soft plastic outer with plastic explosive inside, and the detonator all the way at the back of the projectile with the weight.
So it places it's a bomb launcher, essentially.
Similarly, yeah. So it hits the target and then molds to the shape of it. And when the back comes in, when the pressure gets to a certain point, the detonator goes off and sets the entire charge off.
Huh.
And it's designed, so when it molds, it essentially forms its own shaped charge.
That's crazy.
And blasts a shockwave through the armor, shattering the armor inside, which, when they found out when this stuff was used in the 6 Day War, like Battle of the Golan Heights in Israel and that,
yeah,
it was causing superheated discs of metal to snap off inside of the target tanks, which would bounce around inside at supersonic speeds.
Whoops. That's probably fine. That's
it's like
that sounds awful, actually.
Yeah. To put it nicely, Jam Factory. The outside of the tank would look fine, but it would still come to a grinding halt and probably be smoking out of every open port.
Jesus. All right.
And
all right. Next time on Character Select, moving on to the next mission, which is... Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, Matt, that mission in which we bombed the shit out of dudes is called Stone Age. So we bombed them back to the Stone Age.
Stone Age.
The next one is better. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Matt!
Dave!
Oh, super planes make everything easier, but these missions still take a while.
Yep.